Okay, the character pictured on screen, Spiritwalker 77, had a massive mental meltdown yet again yesterday on his live stream. Now, before we begin this video, I just want to start by saying that us content creators here on YouTube who go against the official narratives that are handed down to us in any way, shape or form, even slightly, are held to a high standard here on YouTube in terms of what we can say and what we can do. So I myself, I can't curse on here. I cannot discriminate against any groups, be it on ethical terms, terms that relate to their sexual preferences, and anything that falls under the guidelines of discrimination. Okay, now I cannot make threats of physical violence. I cannot harass or intimidate anyone on YouTube without repercussions, and those repercussions are, at a bare minimum, a strike, and if deemed severe enough, they will take your channel, as has happened to many content creators over the years for just the slightest of infringements. Yet, Spiritwalker 77 can come on here and run his mouth, make constant death threats, and harass, stalk, attempt to intimidate, and basically break just about every single guideline listed under the YouTube policies without sanction. All right, now you may ask yourself, well, why can he do this? Well, for starters, people that are in charge of monitoring what goes on here on YouTube, they already know that Spiritwalker is dishonest. They already know that he holds 2-hour-long live streams where he speaks nothing but garbage. All he does is just copy what others are saying and weaves it into his own narrative to try and make himself sound bigger than what he actually is. I also know that it's a time waste. If you spend 2 hours listening to this guy, that's 2 hours that you could have spent learning some useful knowledge. So that's one of the reasons why they let it go. Now, I'm just going to press play and I want you to have a listen to the meltdown from this mental midget.
So if you call me stalker, I'll give you one more chance to delete your comments. Because like I said...
So why would they be calling him stalker? It wouldn't be because of the fact that he is constantly running around YouTube mouthing off in people's comment sections. It wouldn't be the fact that, say, for instance, if anyone comments on my channel, they are harassed and hounded for months afterwards by this character and his goons. They will make videos and then follow them around, and whenever they comment on other people's channels, they will put a comment underneath that person's comment, letting them know that they're being watched. All right, so that's why you're being called a stalker, just so you know.
Get it how I live it, get it, and no care how I spend it. Swear to God, my credit card ain't got no limit. Time expensive.
Aaron Haywood, nobody listens to you, you fucking faggot.
Right, there's the first guideline strike. Well, it should be. It would be for me but not for this character. All right. For starters, let me correct you there. I've got a lot more subscribers than you, and I get a lot more views than you. The only reason you get views is because people are checking up what you're saying about them, because you've been running your mouth about everyone on here for the last year.
Ugly, fucking faggot, homosexual, piece of shit. You're nothing, Aaron Haywood. You're a bitch. You're a bitch that is a stalker. You're the only one stalking, you fucking homosexual. You haven't denied the fact that you're a fucking queer.
Now, the reason he's going on this rant is because of the video that I put out yesterday on my 4.0 channel showing that the person that he's been claiming is his queen and that he's been producing videos of love spells and whatnot is, in fact, a man. So anyone who's studied this character for a long period of time would know that basically anything he says is just a projection of himself.
You haven't denied the fact that you're a faggot. You're an abomination, Aaron Haywood. And you know you're going to die, Aaron Haywood, so get your digs in while you can. You're going to be murdered, Aaron Haywood.
No, I'm not. I'm going to be fine. And I'm going to be sitting in my house in 12 months from today, like I am now, laughing at you. All right, he's just made a clear death threat there. Now, for anyone else, instant termination of your account. But for this character, there's no problem. And the reason there's no problem is because he's an agent up here on YouTube, as I've stated many months ago, and everything I've stated about this character has been true. All right, I know things about this character that most of you do not. And there's a lot of things I can't talk about on YouTube due to community guidelines, which don't apply to Spiritwalker 77. Now, you've just heard that death threat. Well, he's made at least 100 more. And you may say 100, that sounds pretty extreme. And no, I'm not even exaggerating. All right, if you take into account the comments that he's put out, the threats of physical violence against at least 20 different people who have either gone onto his channel or he's gone onto their channel, on average, you'll get at least 5 death threats from him. That's in about 1 week alone. Of course, he never follows through with anything that he says because he's all talk. Just a neffy sitting up in his bedroom, cutting himself, displaying severe symptoms of mental illness. All right, now, he's dirty on me because I showed him a crypto wallet that had about $200,000 in it. Now, before that, him and his nephew mates were running around telling everyone that I was a bum. I produced some evidence to contradict what they'd been saying, and now he's dirty as, and he's making claims that cryptocurrency is useless. Yeah, and just like his claim, this guy isn't too bright. Not too bright at all. All right, so for anyone who says that cryptocurrency is useless and worthless and is going to nothing, it just shows how ignorant they really are about what's coming in the following years. All right, so we'll come across to his Facebook here. He likes to run his mouth, and so you can see he's just put up a post here, and of course, no one's liked it. But no one likes any of his posts, basically. And you can read that for yourself. So he claims there's no money to be made in crypto. Well, let's have a look at this video here that was made by one of his fellow Canadians, right, about XRP, one of the most underperforming cryptocurrencies in the market in recent years in comparison to hundreds of other cryptocurrencies.
Here's how much money you would have made if you invested in these companies only 5 years ago. Let's start with Facebook, 2,803, Google, 3,000, Microsoft, 4,000, Apple, 4,000, Netflix, 5,000, Amazon, 5,000, PayPal, 7,000, Tesla, 14,000, we're getting up there, Nvidia, 17,000, Etsy, 26,000, AMD, 28,000, Shopify, 41,000, Bitcoin, 148,000, Ethereum, 273,000, and XRP, 373,000.
Yeah, so just like everything else that comes out of this character's mouth, you can easily debunk it. Anyway, I think we'll finish that video up there and ask yourself, why can this character make death threats and get away with it when you can't even so much as question a story on the mainstream media without catching a strike?